Okay, today we're doing the lat pull down. And the lat pull down is the back workout. When we're doing the back workouts, the purpose of your back muscles is to move your shoulders. This. It's not about moving arms. Your shoulder muscles are moving the arms. The back muscle moves the shoulders. That's very important to understand. And when you're doing the lat pull down, you want to move your shoulders like this. Your collarbone is moving around and your shoulders are moving dramatically. As you can see how much the shoulder is moving. This is what you need to be focused on, not pulling with your hands. This is wrong. Pulling with your hands is a different thing. So when you focus on moving your shoulders and holding tight, then you're doing a good back workout. And lat pull down is one of the best ones. Okay, now, before you just check the video and skip all the details and start doing stuff, it's very important to understand the injuries related to this. The most common injuries in the lat pull down workouts are not the back injuries. The injuries are in this collarbone area. It's very common. And there's mostly two types of injuries that happen. One is the cartilage injury here, like a small fraction in your collarbone cartilage. So like it's stinging, like what you feel like there's a little pain here. But those are, I would say, a little bit more rare ones of the two, but they can happen. And it can be a long time problem. It can take a few months. If you get very big one, it can take several months. But those are not that common, but they can happen. More common ones are the little muscle injuries that you sort of pull a muscle in this area and it can feel like painful, like this. Oh my God, it's feeling pain. The reason for those injuries are that you are going too heavy too fast. I've had these injuries many times. I mean, it's really, really common. I've had them many times, not just one or two, but many times. So it can happen easily. It can happen really easily if you're just going the heavy right away. So what you need to do is those warm-up sets are super important in the lat pull down to prevent the injury. The muscle injuries, they are short-term stuff. It means that if you have the problem with the muscles, you will need to go lightweight for a while to let it heal and maybe take a few days off. And do the pushing something instead. So those are the main things. So that is why the warm-up sets. And I would do even 2 warm-up sets for this one. One very light and then like a medium, and then go to your actual sets. Now the lat pull down, it's not just one thing. It's a lot of things. There's so many grips and bars to choose from. They can be like a straight bar with some narrowing, some bending in the ends. You can take wide grip, you can take shorter grip. Then there's like a tripod one that you can hold like this and pull more like this. And then there's the bar that has handles in the end that you can pull like this. Those are the most common ones. Then there's a lot of variations, but those are the most common ones. Then you can take the grip with the palms facing forward or palms facing backwards. So you can get easily like 6 combinations right away. And it is good to change your combinations a little bit so that you're not always doing exactly the same thing. But if you're building strength for your back, then you kind of want to have one that is like the one you use more than the others, that you sort of use with the heavyweight, that you try to get like progress with it. And I would recommend it to be this one. palms facing forward. If you want to go super heavy, you can try this one as well, but then you're using your biceps a little bit more. It's up to you. I recommend using this one because there's a grip change when you do it like this. I will explain the grips in detail later, but it's about how you use your fingers in the grips. But this one is better for trying to build strength for your back, because the grip is distributed better throughout all your fingers. So you kind of have the better grip for it, which allows you to go very heavy. In general, if you want to build size, you kind of don't want to go too heavy, because when you go too heavy, you easily start using other muscles as well, like biceps and stuff. But if you do keep it light, it's easier to focus on actually moving your shoulders all the time rather than your hands, your arms. So for muscle building, go a little bit lighter. And for strength, I recommend you vary this. You do heavy workouts and then you do hypertrophy workouts for strength and muscle. The way you want to take the grip is that if you have bar in your hand, you sort of go far and then you bend back to attach the grip really strong. And then you lock it with your thumb. It makes a big difference. It really makes a big difference how you hold the bar. So by going around, then pulling back a little bit and locking it with your thumb. And this can be done in both ways, palms facing forward and palms facing backwards. Now there's one thing that I want you to understand about the grips. When you have a grip of something, you are mainly using 3 fingers. You're not using much your smallest fingers at all. You're using the main 3 fingers. And this comes especially evident and important when you are taking a grip where your palms are facing backwards, because it's kind of difficult to even take the full grip with all your fingers. And I even recommend not to try force it so that you're actually using all your fingers when you're taking the opposite grip, which is palms backwards. If you try to force yourself to use all the fingers, you are basically bending your wrists in an angle that is not necessarily a good one, especially if going heavy. So you want to focus more on getting the good angle rather than trying to force using all your fingers, but because there's hardly any power in your smallest fingers. You should focus on getting a good grip with your 3 main fingers. Now about the foot positioning. It's important that you set up a limiter that holds you in place so that you are not actually going up when you're pulling. In a position where your feet are almost flat. So basically, when you are pulling, your feet are not supposed to be fully flat. If you're fully flat, then there's a gap between your legs and the bar that is keeping you in place. So you should little bit use your calves to tighten yourself in that position. Not too much or you will hurt your calves. The gap can't be too big. If you have to raise your foot, your heel too much, then it's going to hurt your calves. It can even cramp your calves. So make it as close as possible so that you can get under it, and then just little tension so that it sort of locks it into your legs into place. Okay, now there's a fundamental problems with the lat pull-down machines usually, so that they are so high that you can't even get them by sitting there. And there are tricks you can use to overcome this problem. But it is generally a problem, especially if you go heavyweight, if you can pull more than you weight, which would mean that you basically go up when you just pull it. It raises you from the ground. So that is a problem, especially for short people. And there are tricks you can use this, but it doesn't work in every gym, but it works in some machines. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how it works. When I go into lat pull-down machine, I grab the bar and I sit down so that I barely can reach it, and I plug the thing in. As you can see, there's a gap between. So now the starting position is lower. It feels it's a little bit too high still maybe. So I can adjust it. I feel like I have to reach it. Okay, so I can lower it a little bit more. One more, because there's like holes in the machine and you can just plug it in any hole you want. And that way you don't have to reach too far away. So this is a trick that you can use to get it into a level that it's not way too high. Okay, there's one thing I want to also mention about how far you let it go. So if you are like hanging from there like this, it's not gonna be good for your shoulders. You basically need to be a little bit like tight there. Keep your shoulders tight all the time. You can move them even if they are tight. Don't just hang there like this, because it's going to stretch your shoulder and it's going to put a lot of pressure here, and it can cause an injury in the long run. So when you're going up, keep them still tight even in the upper position. So don't relax in the upper position ever. That's most important, to never relax in the upper position. Just keep it tight in the upper position as well. No relaxing like this or hanging like this. Keep it tight. And when you go down, you pull it. The movement doesn't need to be incredibly long, but it's important not to just relax and hang there. It will cause shoulder problems for sure. So the trick is to stay as tight as possible and at the same time maximizing the movement with your shoulders. The collarbone problems, injuries, can happen if you stretch really hard and you're a little bit cold, because the heavy movement of this is the one that causes the problems, because that is why you need to take those warm-up sets, because you want to have as long movement as possible, but at the same time it increases the injury chance. So you want to do lightweight movement, rather long movement, to get all the stuff moving there and stretching so that everything is well open before you actually go for your heavy sets. That's why I'm trying to really emphasize the importance of the warm-up sets. That you can get fully open all your muscles here, because there is a little stretch there. It's kind of a good stretch because you maximize the movement, but you don't want to go all the way to the injury. So do those warm-up sets. Do 2 warm-up sets, I recommend, not just one. And a lighter, and then a little bit heavier, and then I often actually climb with the weight rather than doing like warm-up sets and then only heavyweight. I usually do lightweight, heavy, lightweight, medium weight, then rather heavy, then a little bit more, then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. I sort of try to increase it. It's a safer way to do it. I have a new setup here, so I'm not actually sure how well it's working. I have a green screen, but I'm not sure if it's really set up well. There's one thing I want to point out. It's been a very long time since my last video, but it's because I've been working hard to sort of improve my whole product and system. What I've been doing is that I've been doing a lot of workout routines, and I've been doing the web pages for those, and all kind of studies to help with that. And rather soon, when I say soon, maybe a month or 2 or something like that, I will publish my web pages, and they will have a personal trainer services, and they will also have like a very unique method how you can check like what you're doing. Like you can get workout routines from there, and those workout routines you can click and you select if you want cardio in them. You can select how many times a week you train, what's your focus of training, if it's strength, hypertrophy, or whatever it is. And you can also check your level, in which are you like beginner, are you like normal athletic trainer, or are you in competitive trainer. So you can click those boxes and it will filter out a training routine for that specific selections. And then you can go and there you can open it and it will show detailed description of what that workout consists. And then you can go and buy it with a credit card, PayPal or something. And then you can download it once you pay it. And it is in PDF file, which has very long explanations how the workout routines are done and instructions how to progress with it. And also videos, links to my YouTube videos, how to perform the current workout. And all the variations and little details how to execute it in text and also in video. So even this video will be linked into those workout routines. So when you start to do your lat pull down, it will give you a link to this video to show how the lat pull down is done in a safe way and effective way. So that's what I've been working recently, and that's why I haven't done any videos. I have prepared a lot of material, I just haven't uploaded them, because uploading is the whole new process with translation and everything, and captions and stuff. But once I get these things published and finished, I will be doing a lot more videos to support that system, so that every video, every link and workout has correspondent video in the YouTube to show you how it's done. So these videos basically are going into those instructionals as well. So that's the big project I'm going to focus on. I'm focusing on at the moment, and I've been focusing for a long time, for months now. That's pretty much about it. This time will be uploading more videos. I'm having now vacation for the rest of the year from my main job, which means I can focus more on doing these projects. And it means uploading more videos to support that, the system, the web page system that I just described. So that's all for this time. Thanks for watching, and tell your friends about this channel, because we really go into details about these techniques. And by the way, I'm going to take a Muay Thai match soon. Let's see how that goes. Maybe I will even post a video. Let's see. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you next time.